What it do, God? Welcome back to In the Trenches. It's your boy, Trap Astrology. First real nigga of the stars. Only place that you can get real nigga interpretations for astrology and astronomy. Today, we're gonna be continuing the series on my tarot card translations for real niggas. Yeah, so first video was the Fool, which is, basically what I like to call born yesterday, the baby. Today, we're gonna be tackling the second card, which is the Magician, or as I call it, Hood Avatar. Now, for anybody who's not familiar with the term Avatar, not the Avatar like the movie with the blue people, which was also lit. I mean, Avatar like the show. Like, it was a cartoon where it was a show where it was a kid who, basically the point of the show was like one person supposed to master all the elements. It was like earth, fire, air, and water. And once he mastered the balances of these four elements, he became the Avatar type shit, and he was supposed to keep balance in the world type shit. And that's basically what this card entails as the Magician. As the Magician, first you the Fool. Now mind you, this is all on your journey. This is the Fool's journey. So the card, I guess the Fool card don't even count, because the Fool is just the person who's going through this journey with the rest of these tarot cards. So you can kind of technically say this is the first one, but it's up in the air, to be honest. It's on you, but nonetheless. So with the Magician, that's, like I said, if you've seen the show, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly that, and I say Hood Avatar because shit here is, to me, my bad. For some reason, I gotta update my phone or some shit, because this shit just keep cutting off randomly. Mid-vid, end of vid, beginning of vid. This shit probably do this shit 2 more times, so fuck it. I'm just gonna power through the shit and just stack them up. But like I was saying, this card is basically the Avatar. On any deck, I don't like to show the deck because so many decks. The deck, how the card look can vary between what tarot deck you get type shit. You get what I'm saying? So the point of it though, you're gonna see any card you see with this on here, it's gonna have all 4 elements on there. It's gonna have the water, which is for like your emotional. You're gonna have fire, is for like your drive, your fire, like action. You're gonna have the air, which is like communication, thoughts, and then you're gonna have the earth, which is like practicality, structure, shit like that, doing shit that's grounded in reality and real life and shit. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, people that's okay. I look at this card like a 3-year-old, like a 3 to 5-year-old type shit. Cause like when you like turn 3, or not like a 3 to 5-year-old, maybe like a 1 to 3-year-old. Because all these first 7 cards is really like, it's you growing up. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, you had your spiritual awakening with the Fool card, because for you to play the Fool, you have to be ignorant, and you have to be open to all the new possibilities that's about to occur. Now, when you become the Magician, this is basically like when you learn how to walk, when you learn how to talk, when you learn how to, move shit around, you learn how to maneuver. You basically mastering the world that you in for a baby, for example, because just at 2, 3, 6 months, you can't do shit. You can't walk. You barely can crawl. You gotta have somebody feed you. You gotta have somebody do all these type of things for you. Now, when you 1, 2, 3 years old, by the time you 3, basically, you can walk, you can talk, you can feed yourself. You get what I'm saying? You can say what you want. You could lie if you would like to. You could do you got the world at your disposal at 3. You might not can't do. You might can't do everything in the world, but to you it feel like you could. you can do everything. Everything your brain can imagine right now, you pretty much trying to go and do. You get what I'm saying? Because you have the tools to do them. Your body works, your brain works, your limbs and your limbs and external things work. You get what I'm saying? So you have all the tools at your disposal, type shit. So like I call this like getting your bag. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the get in your bag card. You know what I'm saying? Like when you starting to get your footing, you starting to put all the elements together. You know what I'm saying? In terms of spiritual awakening, that's when you starting to see, okay, I done seen a relatable Astro. I done seen all the shit that, I done seen the life I chose for myself. Now I'm learning how to do it. You get what I'm saying? You, even if you're not seeing the fruits of the labor yet, you starting to feel it. Because once you spiritually awaken and you're spiritually reborn, you gonna start to see and feel changes in your life that you probably don't have words for it, because it's a feeling that your spirit have. It ain't something that you can even quantify all the time. So but, and I hate to get into it because I'm probably gonna do the reversals later, but with great power comes great responsibility. If you the avatar, you could be a malicious avatar and be a dictator and do all this type of shit. You could be, and that goes to like having badass kids. This kids that's 3 years old, they bad as hell. They lie, they steal, they be cussing niggas out and shit. Like you got then you got 3-year-olds who use their power for good, who help their parents out. They respectful, they curious, they intelligent, they well mannered, they speak and they speak well. You know what I'm saying? They can structure sentences good. You got, and like I said, you could, and those type of kids, rarely do you see those type of kids in bad situations, because those kids can manifest those situations. When kids is doing that, they'll make your parents get on your shit. If you got a kid that's doing all that shit, it'll have your parent, oh, I can't even do this shit, man. Lil Ray smart as fuck, man. I can't be blowing gas around him. He gonna be a doctor or some shit. They'll move out the way. You'll start manifesting situations that cultivate your energy. You get what I'm saying? That goes for, like I said, for your spiritual rebirth. So when you start moving the right way, you gonna have situations where people distance themselves. Because y'all on different things. But you gonna also find yourself creating new environments for you to blossom. You know what I'm saying? You also gonna find yourself creating new environments for you to try shit that you always wanted to try. You know what I'm saying? You gonna find yourself doing shit. You start doing some shit for a week, and you feel like, damn, I should have been doing this my whole life. I feel at home for the first time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of times, like I said, I've had so much shit. I've had, cars and different apartments and all that type of shit, but I rarely felt at home. I rarely felt like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times I have my own place, but I won't even want to be at home, because like the energy in there ain't for me. I feel like I gotta be out. I feel like I gotta be out and about. I feel like I gotta be around motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a Libra moon, so shit just shake out like that sometimes for me, but more so, I never was grounded. You get what I'm saying? Like, once I found a situation where I was grounded, it ain't even the nicest, it ain't even got to be the nicest house or anything, but it's a place where you feel where you can literally ground yourself in this reality, and you can manifest things that you want. Basically, when this card is pulled, this is the card you manifesting, and you can bend reality to your will using your powers, using all 4 elements like the Avatar. You can literally bend, reality to your will. And just like a magician. Now, a bad magician, you know what I'm saying, he using what? Like illusions and shit like that. That's fake magic. That's magic that's like, when people say they never tell the secrets of magic, that's because a lot of that shit to me be fake magic. If you say abracadabra, disappear, and this nigga don't disappear, he drop into a secret box, and you just make it seem like he disappeared, you big cap. I don't honor that. I'd rather honor us like honor a escape artist. Them niggas really be having to escape. Them niggas be really having to come up strategic plans and shit. I don't like illusions. I don't like to be deceived. You can use this power for deceit. You get what I'm saying? With great power, with like Spider-Man, with great power come great responsibility. You can use this power to be malicious and 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 I don't want to say it, but there's some people that get into this astro community, this spiritual community, and they use tropes and shit, and they do shit like that. Like I don't even like doing too many like. I don't even want to say it like that because I don't want to alienate nobody, but you don't want to be one track minded in this spiritual community. You don't want to be a motherfucker who come in and you only use spirituality to gain like material things. You only use it to like get a new house. You only use it to get some money. You only use it to that. If you come in like that, you may think you winning, but the type of energies that you playing with when you talking to spirit and shit like that, the spirits and things that you be talking to, they gonna be just as malicious as you is. They probably already working through you and you don't even know it, because you open yourself up to that. When you, like I said, when you a newborn baby, you an open vessel. You open yourself up to this shit. So they'll probably already have influence over you. You won't even know yet. But that's why it's good not to be one track minded in this shit, and it's good to use your power for everything. Like if a friend called me and he don't know nothing about astro, he want to know about his Venus transit, and like, man, I feel like I'm going through it right now. What my transit's looking like? I ain't gonna guide the nigga to a read. I'm just gonna tell the nigga some advice. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't market your shit, don't monetize your talents, but this shit should never just be for one thing. Like, oh man, I'm just in this shit to make some money. I just want to be successful. Like, success shouldn't just be you made a lot of money or you gained a lot of notoriety. You get what I'm saying? And with this card getting pulled, it could, if you got them certain energies that's already around you, that's more so what it's meaning. More so than you. I mean, you the hood avatar, but you could be a dictator. You could be a tyrant type shit. Well, not a tyrant, but you could be a charlatan, as they used to call it, a motherfucker that's a shady, a snake. You know what I'm saying? Finesse. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And it ain't that you finessing, because you really bend the reality to your will, but you bend it into your will maliciously. Like, and I guess malicious is up to everybody's own opinion, but you know what I'm saying? You know what's right and what's wrong. Only you know. You know what I'm saying? Only you could prevent forest fires. I can't do shit for you. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so like with the magician card, this is like the toddler stage of your spiritual journey. You know what I'm saying? You still stumbling, you still taking some steps. You get what I'm saying? But you got all the tools in your bag. So one thing you got to do when you got this is acknowledge your resources. You get what I'm saying? Like that's something that you got to do. Like, and resources can be person, places, or things. It can be a relationship that you got with somebody. You could have a relationship with somebody. You could be a nigga who make music and your nigga got a studio and y'all cool and you always chilling at this crib and you just be like, oh bro, let's make a track real quick, and be like, that's using your resources. You get what I'm saying? It'd be stupid for you not to, because if you like to make music and he got a studio, he obviously enjoys music to some level. Y'all obviously are friends if you already over his house and he got you in this space. So it would be dumb for you not to acknowledge your resources and ask to make a song. You might make a song and make a hit. Now y'all both own. Now y'all both rich. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it could be a place. You could be like, oh man, every time I'm working from the house, or or it could be a certain location. Or every time I get up and drive and I take my laptop and I write from the coffee shop. You know, I write a you know what I'm saying, I write a good script, or I write a good screenplay. You get what I'm saying? It could be something like that. I write a good screenplay. I write a good script every time I pull up and do it. So that'll be a place. You get what I'm saying? That's a resource for you, because you. My bad. Same shit. I had to go buy some storage, all type of shit, but. Y'all won't miss all that shit, I guess, just to cut. But yeah, like I said, that'll be a resource for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that coffee shop or working from home how to be a resource for you. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta you basically you need to acknowledge those. A lot of people will ignore them. A lot of people will sit here and tweet about how they ain't got no help and it's just them, and they won't acknowledge any of their resources. You get what I'm saying? Like, people think help is only like when you hand them monetary things. Like, oh, I need help paying my bills, but a nigga will give you an idea that's worth a lot of money that you'll be able to make some money to help you pay your bills. But to you, that's not help. To you, you want somebody to give you $400 or give you $1,000 to help pay your rent. That's helping you. But if you teach a nigga how to fish, he can eat forever. If you give a nigga a fish, he only eat when a nigga give you something. And and that's how people be stuck in their own runaround. People don't want to live off people, or people don't want people to say shit about them, or people don't want people to have power over them, but they always got their hand out for monetary shit. A motherfucker will give you some shit that's spiritual, or give you some shit that you reach out and touch. A nigga give you an idea. A nigga give you some motivation, and some real motivation, some words of wisdom, and you look at them like, man, I don't even like going to talk to them. Them niggas always preaching. Them niggas always saying this, that, and the third. I don't even like telling them shit. People like that get painted as those type of people. And then the people that you can always call and borrow money from, they're the type of people that always get put to the front because they feel like, oh yeah, this person be looking out because they always look out anytime I need them. Anytime I hit them and ask them for anything, they got me. They buy food, buy any of that shit. And not saying that you shouldn't do those type of things for people, but it's beauty in both. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta acknowledge your resource, and your resources ain't always just something that you can reach out and touch in this world. Sometimes it's an idea, sometimes it's a friend, sometimes it's a relationship. Sometimes you got a friend that motivates you. Every time you get to complaining about that ain't shit ass nigga, you got a bitch that be like, girl, shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's you. That's you that want to fuck with that nigga. You chose that nigga. You knew you wasn't shit in high school. You get what I'm saying? You got friends like that. You get what I'm saying? And that's a resource. Because you got somebody that's going to snap you back to reality, that's a real friend that's going to tell you some real words of wisdom. You get what I'm saying? And you need that if you pull out this magician card. You know what I'm saying? If you pulling out and you doing a reading and this magician card pull out, this is all that it entails. You get what I'm saying? Now, if it's reversed, we can get a little deeper into that when I do this shit reverse, because I'm going to do all 78 straight through, and then I'm going to reverse them and do them in reverse all the way back through. You get what I'm saying? So, it's going to be a long motherfucking road. I probably had dreads to the flow, longer than they even is right now. But yeah, like I said, with this magician card, it's like toddler stages, man. So you gotta be careful, bro. You can't be out here, okay, I know how to manifest, so I'm just gonna manifest that I'm just gonna manifest how I can pay my rent every month. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you should want to be able to pay your rent every month, but you should be manifesting a way that your rent is paid up for a year. You should be manifesting shit like I don't even worry about rent. I'm sustaining myself. You get what I'm saying? If I'm sustaining myself, that means I ain't even worried about the rent. The rent pay itself. You get what I'm saying? Regardless if you got money making money, or if it's in the bank account, or if it's auto deposit, or you just got enough money to where that little 1, 2, 3 G's or whatever you pay a month ain't really even hurting you. You don't even notice it's gone. So that's self sustenance. That's how you sustain yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you should be shooting for with spirituality, because when you can sustain yourself like that, then you got everybody ain't here to just be successful in career. Everybody here ain't here to have millions of dollars. Everybody ain't here to do everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? You chose your path for a reason. So when you come here and you live it, you receive blessings, and you receive positive energy in different ways. Like I said, that you can't always quantify with words. So you come down here and living your path might be, yeah, all your bills and stuff is paid, but you live in a modest house and you got like a little modest car. But like, you might be a nigga who, oh, shit, you just like, you came down here and you wanted to get your green thumb. You a nigga who got a garden and shit. You might have the best garden in the neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? And you might be happy as hell, because like I said, you don't want for nothing. You probably happier than a nigga that got $10 million. He got $10 million. He got 5,000 motherfuckers around him asking for shit, begging for shit. He barely even got time. He got every game in the world. He barely got time to play this shit because he got to run around the world performing shows and shit. You probably wouldn't even like that shit if you wanted, if you loved it. You here for what you doing. You get what I'm saying? If you doing it right, if you're on your spiritual path, if you here doing it right, you here for what you want to be here for. So if you walk in that path, you gonna be happy. Even if you here for some dark shit, you gonna be happy doing that shit. Nigga might be here to be an evil villain. It might be like the Joker. Nigga might be laughing all the way to Arkham. Like, nigga, this shit is lit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas say that shit lit. Some niggas think that shit is what it is. I can't control that shit. You can't know what godly is without knowing what demonic is. You can't know what good is without knowing bad. It's duality. We all got duality inside of us. Some more than others. You get what I'm saying? And you know, you can't judge a next nigga path like a nigga can't judge your path. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, with this magician, you know what I'm saying? You strong, but walk light. You get what I'm saying? Walk light, man. Don't get out here to use your spirituality just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to be the top astro. I mean, if that's what calls for you, if you got a 10th house stellium in Leo, you know what I'm saying, or something, then you know you go do that. You go be the best, the most popular astrologist, most successful motherfucker. But if you got all planets in the northern hemisphere at the bottom of the chart, you get what I'm saying? If you got all your planets down there and you here to be a private person and work on internal shit, inner shit, then go do that and be happy. Don't compare yourself to nobody else because success ain't always equated in dollars and cents. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I've had $100,000, I've had $0. You know what I'm saying? It's been times that I've been happier with $0 than I've been with $20,000 when I'm just not comfortable. I'm not in a place where I want to be. I'm not in a state of mind where I want to be. I'm in constant distress. You get what I'm saying? Money don't always stop that. Money is just access. You can have access to all the shit in the world, but you go to the crib and you fighting demons. So you really still a piece of shit. You ain't gonna be able to dodge that. You get what I'm saying? Money don't just cure everything. Like, money buy happiness, yeah, but it's like, what type of happiness? Every material shit fade away. I mean, eventually, if you buy some shit that lasts too long, then you'll fade away. You motherfucker. So either way, it ain't gonna be here. Either it's gonna still be here and you ass gonna be dead like this house, like the house you live in, or the material shit that you invested in is gonna be deteriorate like it should and it's gonna recycle and go back to whatever it's supposed to be. So you need to know that spiritual currency is what you need to be aiming for and building up your karmic your karmic paper. You know what I'm saying? Get your karmic paper up there. You know what I'm saying? You want to be good. You want to be good in all the hoods. You want to be good in all the realms. You don't want to just be good here. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to any other realm, any other nigga hood and be like, yeah, I'm straight, man. I got my card. You get what I'm saying? I got my spirit card. I ain't worried about what these niggas talking about. I ain't worried about no. You want to be able to go astral projecting. You ain't worried about no other deities because, nigga, you strong as a bitch. Nigga, I know where I'm from. And I know where the fuck I'm going. What's good? You get what I'm saying? Demonic energies and ghosts and that shit don't scare me. I ain't never been scared of that type of shit. Because them niggas can't, if them niggas could do something, they'd manifest down here and do it for real. You get what I'm saying? Niggas who be ghosts be stuck in purgatory because them niggas be so worried about earthly shit that they soul can't even get off the earth. You get what I'm saying? So to me, a ghost is the most pussy nigga you could be. So how the fuck could a pussy nigga scare me? You get what I'm saying? Ever. I ain't never scared. I'm scared of the dark, but not because a ghost. I'm scared of the dark because I'm blind as a bat. I can't see shit. I trip over everything in the dark. It's a fear of safety. I'm a Virgo rising. I like to be safe. I can't see nothing. I am in fear. You get what I'm saying? It ain't because of no fucking ghosts, no sounds. Nigga, this ghost can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't, like I said, you can't, you want to be good. You don't want to end up like a ghost. You know what I'm saying? And niggas who be into like ghosts is niggas who make plenty money here and have, like I said, I know somebody who just died recently. got 2-3 properties, all this businesses and that, and was so worried about stuff that they probably gonna be a ghost for 100 years and then manifest in the same house. Because it's hard when you get caught up in the wave of this world. Like I said, when you get caught up in the wave of this realm that we in, because it's a wave. Once you get caught up, when you get caught up in that motherfucker fully, it'll take you over. You'll get washed away. You know what I'm saying? To the point where you don't know whether you coming or going. You don't know what's up or down. They can tell you whatever. Like that's how you get to the point. You wonder how these people watch the news, or these people get online and they easily swayed by people's opinions, and they easily swayed by propaganda and shit like that. Like people wonder every day. I remember for example, for me, when I was in school, I wonder how the fuck did these niggas let Hitler just rise to power? He's been saying all the shit they saying. He's saying he was doing wild shit, but he rose to power because it's plenty motherfuckers out here who just get caught up in the wave. You catch it, and it's out of 100 motherfuckers, 70 to 80 of them motherfuckers probably caught up in the wave. 10 probably on the fence, and 10 probably know what's going on, and 5 of them 10 that know what's going on probably homeless or fucked up to the point where they not even part of the society. You get what I'm saying? And the other 5 is stressing out because they trying to balance the two. They know what's real, but they trying to keep it together to make it into reality. So, you know, it can really, like I said, it can really take you out. That's why you gotta be a strong spirit. That's why I said it's a lot of motherfuckers out here whose spirit got caught up in the wave, and them niggas just walking around in the body dead soul. They ain't got nothing popping. You tell them some shit about their chart, they might slap you because they ain't trying to hear that shit. Nigga, you better put some money on that shit. You better put some monetary gain on that shit. Like, so you have to focus on your spiritual currency. And this card is kind of the introduction to that, because like I said, it's your introduction. It's you stepping into your Tyler. You stepping into your powers. You get what I'm saying? But when you stepping into your powers, you could easily. This is because if you start off wrong, you pull this card. You niggas will pull this card, get to celebrating because they got this, that, and the third. You pull this card, you could easily go left. You could easily go left and become a spiritual demon. You get what I'm saying? And be a spiritual pariah, and a motherfucker who using this shit for all malicious, all ill will, all type of shit. You casting spells on niggas. You doing all that because that shit real. You can cast a spell and fuck a nigga shit up and shit. All that shit is cool. I guess you could do it, but you gonna pay that karmic debt. So you need to be running it up. You need to be running up your karmic paper. You don't want karmic debt. You want to be running up your karmic paper. And the first step into that is knowing with power come responsibility. With me knowing how these stars work, if I know it's not really Monday, it's moon day. So I know, and I really know it's not really 8 o'clock, it's moon hour, ruled by the moon. I know I can do certain things during this and maximize my experience on this realm. You can really maximize your whole experience on this realm, while other niggas just going through the motions. They don't even see the beauty in 8 o'clock. To them, it's just 8 p.m. They got off work at 5. They been home for 3 hours. They don't even see the beauty. They don't even know it's moon o'clock. They don't even go outside and gaze. They don't even get into their feminine energies. They don't even go take a moon ritual bath or nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it's moon day. You know what I'm saying? They don't even do none of that shit. They don't maximize shit. They never know the pleasures. To them pleasures is go get them a steak dinner and then feel bloated and go watch the game, have a drink, and then pass the fuck out smelling like shit. That's what them niggas like to do. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own. If you watching this, you obviously give a fuck and have been spiritually awoken to go take a different path. You get what I'm saying? But just know, it ain't all peaches and cream. Like I said, if a nigga hands you a gun, a nigga ain't just handing you a gun. Nigga handing you a gateway to take a nigga's soul. You know what I'm saying? A nigga handing you a tool to take away a nigga life. He ain't just handing you a weapon. He handing you something that could change your life. He handing you something that could change generations. You can shoot a nigga, you go to jail, now your son grew up fatherless, your mama fucked up, everybody. This little piece of metal can do a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't just black and white. You get what I'm saying? When you handed this power of this spiritual knowledge, of this spiritual awakening, you have to know what to do with that shit. You can't just use the spirit. You can't just use your spirituality to go fuck bitches and go fuck astro hoes. You can't just use that. We all know you can go fuck astro hoes. There's a lot of pop astro hoes that's popping pussy. You can go fuck a lot of them. You can run it up, but you shouldn't be focused on that. You know what I'm saying? Sex is sex. What is sex? Sex is sex. Most of the time, people not even putting no emotional attachments on it. So, you have to be responsible. It's a must. You can't, it ain't even no if, ands, buts about it. You have to be responsible with the magician card. Like, it ain't just all, I pulled the magician card, I'm in my bag, I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm bending shit to my will, I'm manifesting what I want. You gotta be manifesting the right shit. You smoke, but you can't just manifest a pound. Just I'm on a pound just to smoke. Do it for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like, or manifest self-sustenance so that you ain't gotta manifest a pound. You just keep pounds around to smoke because nigga, yeah, you smoke, so the weed stay around. You ain't gotta go manifest no material shit like no pound. You go manifest the other shit, and that shit'll come around. You get what I'm saying? So it ain't. It go for a lot of shit. It can go so many directions. You get what I'm saying? And I guess I'll look in this book to end it. Just like I said, just to bring it home. Like I said, this is That Terror by Tina Gone. I'm not shading Tina at all. Like I said, I'm gonna look in here and see what she talking about. But I pretty much think I drove it home already. But let's just see. And some points that she talking about is, knowing your power, channeling your desires, acknowledging your tools, power, skill, manifestation, creation. My bad, I gotta pull it back up. That shit cut again. But really, I don't know. I mean, like I said, that was pretty much the gist of it. Like I said, so when you see this bitch pull out, when you see this motherfucker drop out the deck, you know what I'm saying, or you pull it for a motherfucker, just know that they gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hood avatar. Like you can use all of these powers to bend reality at your will, but what is you gonna do with that power? You get what I'm saying? Is you gonna be a malicious god? I hate to say that shit, but is you gonna, for y'all terms, you gonna be a malicious god or you gonna be a demon? You get what I'm saying? Because both of them at your hands. You could choose it. You could choose either way. You get what I'm saying? And can't nobody stop you in this spiritual realm because, like I said, it's not nothing you could tangibly touch. You tell a nigga this shit, he think you capping. He think you crazy. He think you crazy sauce. You get what I'm saying? So he would never know the power. So this ain't for them. You guys said they don't exist. If you ain't spiritually awakened or awoke, however you want to say it, nigga, you don't exist. That's point blank period. So, like I said, when this motherfucker pull out or you drop this motherfucker out your deck, just know you in your bag, but play your cards right, my nigga, and make sure I ain't gonna say playing it safe, but you responsible for everything that you do, and you really have great intentions towards whatever that you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that may be, whatever you feel like your calling is, you need to be having good and great intentions going towards that. You know what I'm saying? And this is, like I said, this is the magician, or like I like to call it, hood avatar.